Let's talk about Teams. So in this session, we're going to talk a bit about the new version of the Teams application coming out to Teams rooms on Windows.
Yes. Version 5.
Version 5, yeah.
Launched the 24th of April. So it's brand new, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't tested it yet, but I know as soon as you hit ground, you probably press download.
Exactly. No, actually, I think it was 24 hours after. But I just had to get some sleep. But yeah, I have it on 2 systems now. Okay. And the upgrade process, well, I was actually lucky. Normally, it's kind of difficult to find the upgrade process because, hey, it's happened overnight. But my 2 systems, one was updated and the other one wasn't. So I went through the process. So yeah, one of them was automatically. You do not touch anything, everything works fine. So check mark, that works. The other one, Microsoft have a download link where you can get a script that's automatically updated and so on. So I tried that one because, hey, I was in time for that. And that worked as well. Big surprise. No, it works, no problems. Just run it and everybody's happy, restart, and yeah, we're good to go. And we have version 5 on it. So no problem.
So how was the update process? You mean the update of the Teams application?
Yeah, this is just the Teams application. So the automatic I didn't see, of course, but the other one just run the scripts and it stands for a little while and put a lot of text and hey, don't restart and whatever you expect. So just start the script, take a cup of coffee and get back to it and restart.
It's not that big an update, right? So it's
a major one. One could say, but it's still an application.
It's not.
It's not Windows 11 that we put underneath.
Exactly.
I usually just have the old link, the hidden link to the Teams application in the store. You can't find it, but if you have it, then you can push it that way.
but some of the major things on the new version 5, let's call it this, is the remote access. And I've seen my LinkedIn feed go all nuts about it, and I'm actually, there's something we have been waiting on for ages.
Long time. Yeah.
And some of us tried to install different applications just so we could figure out our demo systems. That never worked pretty well. So, how is it?
It works, and
that's a good start.
It works again, but there are some limits. Let me say I haven't tested it 100%. I set it up, and it's a Pro Portal functionality. So one can say it's a version 5. Yeah, you need version 5 on the MTR for doing it, but it's more put into the Pro Portal. And in Pro Portal, they have added a new role called Remote Access Admin or Remote Access Viewer. So kind of explain itself. One you can view, and the other one you can actually interfere with the device.
So what happens when you have a system in the Pro Portal that doesn't have the latest version 5? Are you...
Again, I only have 2 in my demo lab, so I haven't tested against the version 4. So to be honest, I don't know.
No.
But you need to be patient with this one because again, the role. So you need to create a new role you can assign users to because it's not part of the global admin. Even if you are like the highest global, hopefully not everybody, again this is my playground, but when you have admin access into Pro Portal, it's not included. So you need to create a new role and you need to assign it to users. And when you have done that, you need to be patient because I thought, hey, it works. Why don't it happen and so on? And
hey, it's
sign
Microsoft.
in and out and so on again. So you need that cloud moment again. You need to be patient like everything else.
Yeah, it's kind of fun that it's not part of global admin. Can't you add it to that global admin?
No,
or does
because
it need?
That's locked. And I had the same thought. And when I had some time to think about it, and I thought maybe it makes sense because it is actually something you give rights to see what's going on without really knowing. And of course you know, but it's a lot of power to put in the hand of an administrator for AVs. I mean, you can see what's going on. You can interfere with the device.
Okay, so
it makes sense.
So when you have the license, you have the correct role. So what are the process to actually do the remote access into the Windows-based system?
It's really easy. When that part is synchronized and so on, you click on devices. Of course, that makes sense. Where you have, and then you see the list of devices. You find the MTR you want to work with, click on it, and then the normal Windows pops up where you can see configuration and what's set up and if there's any errors and all that. And there's a tab called Remote Access. You click on that, a little button saying, hey, do you want to start a session? And you click start a session, and it starts a session within the browser. So it's the browser that actually connects to the MTI. It's not your PC. And all depending of what rights you have, you can either see it or you can modify it.
Yeah.
You see one screen at a time, because I was really interested. Okay, how do we actually see this? Let's say we have a 2-monitor
solution.
Yeah. How will that be? You start by seeing the console. So again, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You want to fix a problem, probably. You want to see what's going on with that one, and then you can, at the top of the window, you can pick if you want to see monitor 1 or 2, and then it changes to monitor 1 or 2.
What happens if the whiteboard is enabled, for instance, on the device? Are you able to see the whiteboard as well?
You cannot join in a session that's in progress.
Okay, so that's completely locked.
And I was really happy about it, because you and I were texting back and forth, saying, hey, how can you see it? And I was in another room where it was late, and I said, hey, we need to wait with that one.
Yeah.
But if you are in a meeting, you cannot join in, which kind of sucks in some support scenario, but I think it makes perfect sense, because you can just join a board meeting and see what's going on. Because
that would be nice.
Yeah.
but I would actually love to have the accept button on the front of room thing, so you could actually, please do take over. I don't understand shit about this UI. Press.
I understand, but there's also a scenario if you want to maintain or do something in a meeting room where nobody's present. How do you do that?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of both ways. It could be nice with a shutter saying, hey, I want to approve or I don't approve, but that will probably come in next version.
So when you do the remote access, does it connect immediately?
Yeah.
There's no one that needs to accept within the meeting room?
No.
But there will be an indication in the meeting room somebody have remote access to the system?
There will be a red square around or out in the border of the monitor. Also on the touch control thing.
Are you able to see the camera as well? How is it? Can you have audio also?
No audio.
No audio.
But you can see, like, if I'm joining into this session, I start a meeting, I join in my mobile phone, for example, just to get some action on it, and I share monitor 1. I will see the camera feed that I'm presenting from a mobile phone. And surprisingly, it's not that delayed. Of course, it's not real time, but we're not talking about 5 seconds delay. It's 2 seconds maximum. So that what I can see that when I move my guest device into a meeting, and then I see it up on my screen.
But I just see that as soon as you bring in the camera, that you're capable of viewing the camera, there will be some GDPR into it.
But there's no people in the room.
No, there's no people in the room.
That's true.
But there is something that you need. I mean, there's politics. The HR department needs to fix that.
Yeah.
But I guess like it's not any different than we have a camera up there.
No, that's
it's just
like
And you can see there is a square around the box, so you know that something is going on, and if the MTI in sleep, it will wake up and so on.
And for instance, if this was a university and they had a recording session, as long as they signal a red thing that is being recorded or streamed, that's okay GDPR-wise. So they're probably into the frames of the rules, right? So cool.
It's really interesting. So I honestly thought that it was also possible to join during a meeting.
Yeah.
So if, from my point, then it will be more like a remote management instead of supporting and
again,
helping.
I'm not guaranteed if there's a switch somewhere. We just played around and I haven't read the documentation fully. I tried to join in with an existing session, and it's coming up at the top of my Pro Portal session, say, hey, it's during a session, you can't come in.
Okay.
But yeah, I will not guarantee it. We need to look deeper into it.
How is it behaving? Is it fast? Is it 1 frame per second? Is it just live monitoring?
Did you count the frames?
Yeah, it was 17.2. No. I mean, again, the video feed is, you can see what's going on, and when you move, it's still, I mean, it's still framey, but it's okay. I mean, it's not 4K.
But then let's take it the other way around. Could you hear any noise from the...
There's no audio.
No, but could you hear any... If you were in the room, could you hear the fan noise of the unit going up in speed? How is it processing all this? Is it Is it hard for the system? Will it be able to run on the? Probably not on the old. That's not Windows 11.
Windows 10 I don't know, but I think one of my boxes, one of them say Windows is probably the oldest one that can run on Windows 11.
Yeah.
And I normally get a lot of fan noise. When I have 2 monitors on that system and running a lot, it worked. I didn't notice that the fan was speeding up when I did the test.
Don't think that it takes a lot of power to do it.
That's my question.
It's probably I don't know, just a while gets 10 frames per second, something like that. But it's enough. I mean, if you're with your mouse, you can click on the control, and so you can turn volume up, down. You can click settings and all whatever. You can go in management. You can set up everything in it. That works fine. It's of course it's a remote system. It's in a browser, but it's not laggy.
Would you be able to join remote, start the meeting, set everything up, log out again, then a person could go in and have the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when you're logging out again, the red border will be removed, everything will be as you left it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not running back to.
It doesn't stop the meeting or do a cleanup or restart or anything like that. No, it's like remote monitoring and pointing.
Is there any audit logged about this somewhere that you have been logging onto the system?
I'm actually not sure if it's reporting in the audit log. I could imagine.
I don't think so.
The sign-in, maybe I could actually imagine that sign-in will be in an audit log without knowing it.
Yeah, the sign-in to the Pro Portal, but
not recording of what you're doing. If you're starting a meeting and so on.
But you have pressed the button, start remote access. That will
I could imagine that. I'm not sure if that's an audit log. And you need to enable that on your tenant as well. You need to have the right licenses for all that auditing and so on. But I could imagine that a sign-in will be processed. But
maybe also for the future, maybe there will be something about who is online at the system. That would be really awesome.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is version 1.
Yes, it is indeed. So.
What about the list when you have all the different kind of devices? Can you see which one that you are able to connect remotely to? Or
no, because it is just in the device list. So you see all your Android and Windows devices and controllers and all that. So you see it.
So if you try on Android, you just don't get it.
You don't get
have the button.
You just don't get the button. And again, you need to be on a Windows MTR with a Pro license.
Windows 11. It needs to be at the Windows 11.
Yeah. I guess, but I mean, if you go to version 5, then you're on Windows 11.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense.
Exactly. But I think it's quite cool. I think definitely this is something a lot of people have been asking for. And I think that will help a lot of people in their daily work, being more supportive of the people that are in the meeting room. I guess someone will also use it for like supporting the directors in a meeting room saying that
was my fault.
I want to walk into my meeting room and I want to be on. That's not possible on Windows.
2 minutes, I will fix it for you, sir. And
But in that case, you could actually join remotely and start the system or join that meeting that they were in. So I think it's quite cool, and I guess
I don't think Microsoft had that in mind when as a secretary. But that's the cool thing that we get some technology.
I honestly think Satya sat down one day and say, I don't want to hit the join button myself.
I want a zero-touch meeting. I just go into the meeting room and
Okay.
Zero-touch meeting.
Zero-touch meeting. That's a new word, Microsoft. Okay, with that said, we are very close to the 15 minutes limit. So thanks a lot for watching. Let's talk about Teams.